Okay, quick disclaimer before I start the video. This video isn't sponsored or anything like that, but I do get like a little cut when people use my code BOOTY when they buy an Azeron. So I will be a little bit biased. I've also used an Azeron for a while. So this video is just kind of me and Mondo looking at the new keyboard joystick that everyone's using. And we're going to kind of give our opinion on it and let you guys know what we think. So I think this is like it's a cool idea and stuff, but I think the positioning needs to be worked on a little bit. See, this is not how your hand would be. Like, you don't want to hold your hand open like this while you're playing. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of what you'd have to do if you have that, because you need to extend your thumb further than the bottom of your keyboard, you know? So you want your hand to look more like this. Yeah, see? Now, if we can put the joystick on the side right there,
then it would just be more like the Azeron.
It would be, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe people can't really afford the Azeron because it's
No,
kind
like
of expensive.
I'm saying that would be like better.
Yeah, yeah, because this is like a nice position. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how you want your hand to be when you're playing. But yeah, having your hand like this, that's how you're gonna fuck your shit up, dude. So let's take a look at the Azeron though. So the Azeron has the joystick on the side right there. So for like a nice relaxed fit, let me make this a little bit bigger. And you'd have to adjust that a little bit, but it has the thumbstick on the side. So I think...
Yeah, you really don't need to change your hand at all.
And it uses mouse clicks. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like the mouse clicks might be a disadvantage of the Azeron.
Really?
Yeah, because like the mouse clicks, it feels like if I were to just like spam it, like if I was like one of the fast editors, it would be really hard to just spam it because it feels like it would probably break, right? Like I don't think it would. Like it would take a lot of punishment, but I feel like it's just not as durable as the keyboard ones.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. But which button are you talking about though? The pull down or the push, or which one?
Oh, I'm talking about the pull down, but I guess the
Yeah,
push
the push
is
one
a
would
little
work.
bit better.
Yeah, if you're spamming the push would work fine. But yeah, because this one's kind of on a hinge. But I think most people would edit with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess that's why I think the Azeron is probably a little bit better. But I could see why people would want, yeah, the keyboard joystick. I could see why people would want this because it's, you know, it's inexpensive and stuff. But maybe putting it on the right side of your keyboard would be better because your wrist, see, like that's a wrist rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That right there, this thing right here, that's a wrist rest. So how are you supposed
It
to?
looks like really hard and
How are you
uncomfortable.
supposed to? How are you supposed to rest your wrist right there and then? Like you'd have to play like this or something, but then the palm of your hand. Oh, I guess maybe that's not a wrist rest. Maybe that's like for the palm of your hand. So you'd have to go like. I guess we know how you would use it. You would use it like you'd have to use it like this. This is what you would need to do. Let me show you right here. This would be good if you had because they already have these right here. This is what I want right here. See this right here? If you could have this, but have like a real joystick on it, and notice how the joystick is off to the side like that, you know? You could do something like this, but the advantage of this is you're already used to keyboard switches and stuff like that, so it's easy to adapt to, but you only can have your finger on 4 buttons, right? Because you have 4 fingers, you can only have your fingers on 4 buttons. Where the Azeron, you have your finger on each finger is on 3 buttons. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know, the latency, I guess, the human latency is a little bit faster.
Did Jarian switch to it for a second? Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did.
Hey guys, so for this video, I'm going to be trying out FaZe
Yeah.
Martoz's joystick device in Arena. Don't worry if you have absolutely no idea what I'm talking about. I'll explain it all
Fucking Jerry,
later.
man.
This
He's
one
always
is
mad
using
dogging.
360-degree movement on keyboard and mouse. It's busted. In fact, I actually have it with me. I'll try to get it in frame. You can see there's the thumbstick. There's a little
Oh, it has a
button
button on
attached
it
to
too? That's kind of
I can't
cool.
believe this thing is
Yeah, it's like a
actually
little
real.
keyboard
In case
thing.
you're
Yeah, that's kinda
wondering, I
cool.
got this sent out by Gaming Mod Kits. They're the ones who created it. Huge shout out to them. He literally has the most beautiful.
Look at this
broken
fucking
movement.
thumb, dude. Can your
Yeah,
thumb
that-
do that? My thumb
It
cannot
can, but
go like that.
it has to. Well, I'm double jointed, so
Oh my god,
maybe that's
dude.
the only reason I can do it.
Possibly
But
get on keyboard
it
and
has
mouse.
to be,
This
like,
is better
flexed
than
to
double
go like
movement
that.
keybinds, which,
Or,
by
like,
the way,
stretched.
were completely banned. This is straight up 360 controller movement. It's fully omnidirectional. There's nothing you cannot do. Now, the reason I really want to try it out is, as you can see in these clips, his piece control, getting out of fights, just moving around, everything is so clean. And a big reason for that, outside of the fact he has 360-degree movement, is the fact this device opens up 4 keybinds for you to use that are fully optimal. If you don't understand what that means, look at his hand cam really quickly. He does not have to move.
That's true. Having your thumb having all of your movement on your thumb is a huge advantage because
yeah, this is definitely better than normal keyboard.
yeah, 100%. It's better than like moving with WASD.
Any of his fingers off of his keyboard. He can move while he builds. He can move while he edits. This is
Honestly, we
literally
just
the
need to
most
see if
optimal
Martoz
keybinds you
sticks
could
with
get,
it because,
all because
like, see if his hand starts hurting. You know?
I mean, it definitely will. He just has to either get like a dedicated device for it because I just feel like the joystick is just not in the right spot.
of one
Yeah.
device.
All right, I want to watch Jerry
It's
use
got a
it.
Cherry MX Blue switch. This is what it looks like up close. It's
That's
kind
my
of hard
favorite
to
mouse
see
right
since it's
there.
all black. Maybe I
Oh,
should've
didn't you
gotten
get one
different
painted?
colors.
That actually
Just
looks
about
so
the
sick.
size
Yeah.
of my mouse, though. It would be much smaller, but it's got this little hump. I assume that's where all the technology is. The material is like kind of plasticky. I mean, it's not cheap, but I believe it's been 3D printed. So here's what it looks like attached to my keyboard. All I did was stand my keyboard up, and then if I just place it over, you can see
You know,
it.
you know what else? How this could work good is what if you turn your keyboard upside down?
I was thinking about that too.
Yeah, because the problem I think with this is you're kind of having to reach over your space bar to hit all these buttons. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
you have this huge space bar that's doing like nothing really. But imagine having these are also buttons. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Beautifully
It would be
fixed.
kind of
It
weird
looks
though with
clean
the
and all
function
black, I'm
keys
not gonna
because
lie.
those are
Only
like a little bit different and there's like usually a gap.
That's true. But if you have a 60% keyboard, like this one doesn't have function keys.
thing is this cable is not
Yeah.
too long. It ruins my cable management. And basically, I kind of just play like this. Move it with my thumb. I can go anywhere. And then these will be my build buttons.
Yeah, see, like Jaren has long ass fingers. He can play with it in a comfortable position, but then he's also missing out on all the buttons that he could potentially have underneath where the space bar is. See?
Yeah.
It just looks like he's a little cramped.
I think the joystick should be more like sideways too.
Yeah, yeah.
It just does
I
not
got
look comfortable.
3 devices going on. This is actually going to be crazy. I'm either going to be a complete legend or I'm going to be a complete bot. Let's
Well,
go.
obviously, obviously, the first time he plays is not going to be good. He has to practice and get his muscle memory
Trying
down.
it game.
Yeah.
Here is the moment of truth. I have just loaded into a game. I am kind of scared to see if it works. Let me move a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh my
It does. It
gosh.
feels really
Wait,
fucking nice
isn't
playing
there
with
setting
the
for it? So I
joystick.
think this is the setting I need to turn on. It already worked. The direction's kind of weird. I think I gotta put my keyboard straight because the direction is throwing me off. Let's go. For
Yeah,
the
when I got
full
my Azeron, all I wanted to do
360
was run
movement.
around in circles and then empty creative island.
It's so
Yeah.
nice. Oh my god.
The only thing though, I felt like maybe it's just because like I don't have as much experience with the joystick, but to me it feels like playing with keyboard movement. You have a little bit more control because, like for example, AD strafing. You know, you can do that so much faster because it's just like pop, 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 you know,
Yeah,
compared to
that's one thing that I like better about keyboard, how you can just like spam it. But I
yeah.
feel like the 360 movement is a lot
Overall,
more
yeah, it's for
useful
sure.
than that. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in Fortnite, like you can run sideways while shooting.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big advantage, I think. Like up close, it's a lot harder to like if they're moving faster diagonally, then it's harder to hit, you know, land your
Running
shots.
Yeah, like
sideways
controller
on
players
keyboard
can
and
just
mouse.
jump
The other
in
way is
your
a little more
box
And
and
just
then run in
fucking run
circles
around
around
you
you.
and shit.
It's like,
Oh yeah, also another huge advantage with joysticks is you always have your finger just resting on the edit button, so your edits feel fucking cracked, you know, because with
Yeah, yeah.
WASD, you have to take your finger off your movement button and then you can press the edit button.
Mhm.
That's why Raider, he edits with D. So he plays WASD, but he edits with D and he moves to the right with E.
Mhm.
So then he just kind of rests his finger on the edit button, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's a cool idea, but I think it could be reworked a little bit because I think if you're using that shit and flexing your hand, like how Martoz has his hand like that, I feel like that's gonna fuck your shit up. But overall, I would say
Yeah.
the Azeron is definitely better. You know,
Mhm.
this right here is like what the Azeron was when it was first like thought of, you know, like 10
Yeah.
years ago or whatever when they were coming up with this shit. Like this is like the first iteration of the Azeron. Like I think there's even a picture. Let's I'm gonna pull up the website. Well,
Oh, I think it's Azeron.eu or
okay.
whatever. Oh,
Yeah, see
what the
like
heck?
these are like the first iterations of it. Cuz like
Those look
no
a lot better.
what's that?
Those look a lot better than this thing.
Well, I mean it's made out of wood, you know. It's like
Well, they look more comfortable.
yeah. But yeah, that I think overall the Azeron is definitely a better device. The downside is it costs more.
Mhm. Yeah, if I didn't already have an Azeron, I'd probably get the Martoz thing.
Which one do you like more? Do you like the compact or the
I've
or
always gotten the standard just because it has more buttons, and I use the ones on the top. I feel like everyone just ignores those, but I
yeah.
use them.
Oh, up on the tippy top?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, those are a little weird to press, but the
I just use like for my heels. Like, when am I ever gonna have to like urgently press my heels? So I just put that up there and like something else.
I mean when you're box fighting, you want to heal fast
Well,
sometimes.
I'm already used to it, so it is fast,
Yeah.
but it wasn't
Yeah.
like a top priority slot.
Yeah. Yeah, also with this one right here, the buttons, I don't like the buttons on that one. I've tried both of them and they're not mouse click buttons. Those ones are like
On the top,
on the
like on
top.
the cap,
Yeah, yeah. If they made
they
a
look
mouse click
weird.
buttons, then I might like it, but I do think that these buttons are easier to press on the top because you just have to reach up, where this one you have to reach up and then over and
Around or
down.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one more.
I like the Azeron more.
Yeah. Also,
I haven't used the
we
joystick.
haven't tried
Yeah.
the joystick, so
So
we don't really
we're kind of
know.
biased.
Yeah, so we are biased, but at least for Fortnite, I feel like Azeron is the best.